Hi mates, hope you're enjoying this glorious weather we're having at the moment. It's absolutely awesome, getting a lot done. Pond's looking really good, but I'm going to be looking at the koi today. I got some maintenance work to be cracking on with, so let me spin you around. Right, I've brushed the bottom on that. This hell of a state now, look. Hopefully the filters will kick in shortly. I'm going to put them on to clean firstly. I'm going to drain them down a couple of times today, like I said. That's just a root off a lily I left float. I don't know whether that'll survive and work, grow again, I don't know. Looks like it's a couple of roots coming on it though. So right, next step, let's get these filters draining down. Right mates, I've cleaned the filters down twice there now, so just going to run it back up. Hopefully a couple of hours and this will clear up a bit. I had a quick look at the temp. It is on 9 degrees in there, so not too bad, but not as high as some of you will get in. I noticed some of you were up in the 13, 14s already, so, but anyway, that's where we're at. It is in the shade a little bit, just getting a little bit of sunshine that side, so probably just the way it's going to be. It's still early in the year yet, so. But anyway, we'll take a look. We'll come back a little bit later. There we are guys, it's been a couple of hours now, water's much clearer. Obviously this white bottom's never going to come clean. I have swept it, it's a lot better, all the murkiness is gone. Just adding salt, let me just show you what I'm doing. So I'm putting one of these cupfuls into pond water. Already put one in. I have got a meter to measure it, so don't worry, I'm not going to overdo it. Just stirring it. Just give it a stir through. Sorry about them clothes. Got to make the most of the weather, try and keep heating bills down. Yeah, I've seen a bit of flashing, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to up the salt level. That'll clear most parasites. It's not brilliant for flukes, but I'm gonna up the level probably to 3%, 2.5 to 3%, and see how I get on from there. Still haven't fed them. It's 10 degrees at the moment, so you probably could do with a little snack now, but let me get this salt in and we'll go from there. Gotta be honest, mates, right? I'm not really one for salt, but I've been, obviously I got a salt meter. I've probably put about 15 of these cups in so far. But what I've noticed, I've done it over a 2-day period. I'm not banging it all in one go. Just give it a stir. But what I'm finding, it hasn't half livened up the fish by putting the salt in. I'm trying to get it up to 2%. Leave that settle. The temp has crept up the last couple of days since the clocks have changed. It's at 10 degrees now. It's 5:30. But I've noticed the fish are a lot more lively. They're not sulking on the bottom, sitting on the bottom. So salt is definitely perking them up. You know, they do say people use it for stress after they've travelled, if they've been imported or whatever. They've done a bit of travelling. Stress is a good reliever. Salt is a good reliever of stress, sorry. And I can certainly see the difference. Made a big difference to the way these fish are acting since I've started salting. So with that bucket to go in again now, and then I'm gonna get my salt meter out and see what reading I got. Right guys, that's my test meter. Let's get it in. So this is giving me a reading times 10 now, because it'll go up to 999 and then it'll go times something. So 173, 175, let's just leave it settle. $180. So what do? You times the reading by 10. So what have we got? We'll say 180. It's fluctuating just up and then back down. So we'll go 180 times 10. Whatever that reading is, then we divide by 1,000, and that gives you your salt percentages in the pond. So I'm going to quickly work this out. Right, so I've done that calculation. I've got 1.7% of salt. So I want to get up to 2, so I'm going to put another couple of bucketfuls in. But I think this is something I'm going to do every at the end of every winter, because this has really freshened up the fish. You know, you see them on the bottom, bit clamped up, one thing and another, but since I've started doing this, they're much more active. I know the temp has gone up a little bit, but yeah, it's made a big difference. So let's crack on and let's get some more in there. Catch you in a bit. Right guys, a couple of days later, back out here. So I've almost up to 3% of salt. I converted from ppm to ppt, and then you divide that figure by 1,000 to get the right percentage. There's a couple of little leaves. It's been quite windy lately. I need to get them off. You see, it's about 7:15 in the evening now. They've slowed down quite a bit again because the temp has dropped to 4 degrees over the last day. Absolute nightmare, these temps a minute. Still more active than they were. Still haven't fed them. I think I'm going to give it another week now. Hopefully the temp will pick up, and then I'm going to start back on the wheat germ then. Just a little amount once a day. So that's it with the fish. I'm going to put a short video on the end of this where I've sent a video to my fiberglass of the pond for him to make sure it was okay. He came back to me and said it's spot on, and any small imperfections will come out with the fiberglass in, and it should be ready to go. So he has given me a couple of dates as well. So I'm going to end the video there guys. Like I say, you will see that vid on the end of this, but I will catch you on the next one. All the best guys.